Yeah. Pine Tree Trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, till the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the Pine Tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move. Take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list. Apex Trader 5, the profits exist. Hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine Tree Trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar, hold, outside bar, go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Trader 5. Keep it lucid, we out.
What up? What up? What up? Sammy in the house. Mace. What is up, Mace? Yeezus. Corey 2S. Trader 007. Big Mike. I am disturbed in the house. Tony Gold. Kelly Kaufman. It's Mo, bro. What's happening? Jesus, Miss K. Yo, Jim. Gary. Let's make some money, Jesus. Michelle in the house. What's going on? Exclamation point Pine in the chat. We will do a giveaway today for the members and the Grays. So 2 giveaways today. Bingo bango. I'm doing all right, Michelle. Yeah, it was a good day. Yeah, I'm just rebuilding. I'm rebuilding these accounts. I got these ones passed. These ones are halfway passed. I traded some My Funded Future accounts. Got those. I started some end-of-day rapid accounts. Just took that builder payout today, so that's good. And then I got that. I started another builder, passed it, and already made a G on it. So the Grays, that's right. Yo, Jim. So market very, very choppy. I found the market just first hour or so was really good, just playing the volatility, and then it just got choppy. Inside, outside bars on the 5-minute, just look at these consolidation candles, these engulfing candles, just really, really nasty. Price action. My strategy did not work that well, but I still managed today pretty well. So I didn't do a lot of over trading. I was pretty much done after right around noontime. I was done. I didn't trade anymore. Pull up the hourly chart here real quick. Take a look at the hourly. Yeah, so hourly charts, very, very indecisive, I guess. It's just, and not a large range today. A couple 400 something point range, which seems tiny. That's like a normal range, what we used to have. But I think the range yesterday was what, 1100, something crazy. So we'll see what happens tonight. Now, non-farm payroll tomorrow. We got non-farm payroll. Let's see, Forex Factory. So non-farm payroll tomorrow morning. That's a big one. Let's be on the lookout for that. Besides that, nothing else really after that until next week. And no real earnings either. There's nothing major for earnings. But CPI next Wednesday. PPI next Thursday. So those are the news headlines. It's funny, about a couple months ago, the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment was a red folder event. Now it's not. It's back to orange. It never was before either, but then it went red for a while, and then now it's back to being orange. What time is non-farm tomorrow? It is at 8:30 Eastern time. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. I want to stay in the color set. Let's go. Yeah, latter half of the day was choppy. Yeah, it was. It's been that way. The New York lunchtime has just been super, super choppy. Not as bad as yesterday though, but it was still pretty brutal. But yeah, we had a pretty good day today. No payouts today, but we did all right. Can I survive non-farm payroll first, please? Yeah. You can do it. Summer's almost over. It is almost over. You know, they got Halloween stuff out at the stores now already. I'll be able to get my pumpkin beer pretty soon, though. I don't mind that. Hey, Vanessa, what's going on? Sorry, I was distracted. Methodical Man was sending me a text. Some TikTok or something. I don't know. Bernard McAdoo in the house. What's going on? I dropped Apex today. Finally itched my way to a measly payout limit. My first time after being them several years. And they said I video myself trading. Oh, let's go. Brian, so you inched your way. You're at payout threshold. Congratulations. Yeah, I've never been asked to video myself trading, and I traded with them well before. I wasn't even on YouTube when they started doing that, which is kind of funny. Now I just say, watch my, well, here's my YouTube link. I guess, I don't know. Dude, I saw that damn Spirit Halloween. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I was in a drugstore. I guess it was like Walgreens or something, and they had the Halloween stuff out already. I was like, man. One of my favorite little flavored beers is Pumpkinhead. This is my favorite, one of my favorite seasonal flavored beers. These things are delicious. They taste just like a pumpkin pie. You take these, you get these on draft, and then you get a little cinnamon sugar on the rim. Woo. Those things are good. Hey, Design Knob in the house, Miss K. Dad Trading Stonks, TPT giveaway, yes. How much of my winnings today? Past 1, 2, 3, 4 take profit trader accounts. So that's a win in my book. Past 4 of those bad boys. Got 2 of them to 50%. So I'm working on 2 more. My goal is to have 5 over the buffer by the end of the month. That's the goal. And then my funny futures, let's talk about it. We got 10 seconds before the market opens. Good luck. Let's just wait. I want to see if there's gonna be a gap. Yep, they've got a gap. Don't follow this trade here. There ain't no need for this gap. Get back down there. Boom. $490. Make you holla. Quick trade. G Peralta in the house. Let's go. Apple ES futures. I couldn't understand if I copied 20 accounts, so got to pay out. Brian. Oh yeah, if you copy trade 20 accounts and get to a payout, yeah, big time, Brian, for sure. I mean, that's what I did. 18 accounts. Made 57K with the old Apex with 18 accounts. So yeah, I actually have one Apex account that I was in drawdown and I forgot about it. I thought it was blown and I've brought it back. I've had 2 winning days in a row of $500 a piece, just right around 500 bucks, $470 or something each trade. Each day. So I brought it back to starting balance, 50K account, and yeah, I might end up adding to those and to that one account. So I have one Apex account that I just been taking one trade on the last 2 days because I got an email saying, hey, you're gonna have an inactivity rule, or with the inactivity rule, we're gonna, you know, breach your account. So I was like, oh wow. Pine is in and out of the market before the last minute. Yeah, I can talk about that trade. It's I mean, it's an eval only type, very risky trade. But anytime we get an open, I've been doing this a few times. Sometimes I'll get caught. So on stream, sometimes you'll get me caught in a bad trade. But when we open up with a gap, and I'm talking an open gap. So if you rewind the stream, you'll see that we opened up with maybe I would say a 15, 20 point gap up. And I just went short. You know, obviously very risky, looking to go back, fill that small gap, because the price is, chances are it's not going to leave that. Now, when we have a Sunday night open gap of like $200 or $300, it's, you know, it's not going to come back and just fill that right away. That's usually a pretty powerful gap. So, but when we have a small one with it's like 10, 15 points, I look to fade right back into it. Or if we open up the gap down, I'm looking to go right back into it. So whatever it is, I just try to fade that. And, you know, it's just a little eval only play, but nice little 490 real quick. And yeah. Now we'll just wait for another setup. There's a bunch of you in the chat. Where I learned that, just 10,000 hours of staring at charts, tens of thousands of hours. This is not financial advice, no. Hey, what's up, Genius in the house? You're in, you want to baby your accounts mood? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We will do a members only race towards the end of the stream. Not sure when that's going to be. I might get done early depending on what the market's doing. I am going to go, it is my Friday night, essentially. So I'm going to go get a drink. Get a little drink, get a little dinner. And I am on a diet, though. I am officially back on the MyFitnessPal app. I'm in my bed. Let's go. All right, kind of pushing up here. 536 is the high, 494 is the low, 40-point range. Oh yeah, let's talk about my MyFunded Futures accounts here, because I started working on these builder accounts. I mean, these rapid accounts. So these are the daily payout end of day accounts. 30% consistency on the eval is not going to be easy. I'll just say that right now. It is not going to be easy to do it in the minimum amount of time. If you want to do it in the minimum amount of time, you're basically going to have to catch 3 days of $900 in a row, and then what, another $300 after that to pass it. But I have this builder account that I passed one. I bought one, passed one. Amazing enough, before the market opened, and I ended up passing it, and then I ended up activating it instantly, and then made another 1,000 on it. So I'm working on that builder account. This one I've gotten 4 consecutive payouts, and you may ask, why not just get another payout? Well, at 5 payouts, they consider moving into live. And I don't want to go live with a 25K builder account with a $1,000 live account drawdown. I have no interest in that. So I'm considering just trading it aggressively. I'm gonna trade it real aggressively. There's really no need. So I don't know. It's kind of, anyways, but yeah, the whole point was I ended up just buying another builder account because taking out 4,000 out of that one account is a beautiful thing. It's something like if you buy one of these builders, they're like $73 when you use code PINE right now. And if you get, I mean, 4,000 payout, 73 bucks. I don't even know, but what is that? Like a almost 5,000% return on your money. So really, really cheap account, 73 bucks, 25K builder. You really can't beat it. I'm debating on whether or not I like these better. Although the end of day rapids, when you get to a funded stage, it's probably one of the best accounts out there when you get to the funded stage, but you got to get to it. So, I mean, the best thing to do, and not financial advice, but these end of day rapid accounts, if you go to trade these accounts, just remember that there's no rebill on it. I don't think there's a rebill. So it's a one-time fee, which is usually my funded futures rebills. And these are no rebills, so you can take your time to pass it. You can try to pass it in 4 days, 3 days, but a little more difficult. So I don't know. I've been liking the builder, especially for 73 bucks. At first, I didn't really care for the builder, but until I started getting payouts on it. Now it is a $1,000 payout cap on the 25K builder, but if you rinse it for 4 payouts, and you can do it every 48 hours, 4,000 bucks minus, and then you have the 80-20 split where the rapid is 90-10 split. So I don't know. We'll see. Jared in the house. I'm live as today with my 25K Lucids, micros only, but I think money can add up quickly. Take more. Yeah. So that's I don't know how many accounts you have, Jared, if you have 5 25K Lucids, but yeah, Lucid, you get moved into live with 5 accounts. So then if you use micros and you're copy trading, that's definitely an advantage to that. I would say that micros only, money will really add up quickly. Even if you're just making $100 a day on each one of those accounts, that's 500 bucks a day for daily payout accounts or whatever on the live. Definitely an advantage to that. But my funded futures, they'll move me in the live with 1 account, I believe. So if I have a bunch of accounts, so let's just say I have 5 accounts that I've gotten payout on, and they decide to move me to live, then they will take those drawdowns and move it into 1 account, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, right now, where my position's at, it's like I don't want a 25K builder account going live, because they're only going to give me $1,000 in drawdown, I think. So yeah. Kaboosh in the house. What's going on? Nice trade. Nice day today. 10K on a demo. Oh, let's go. Does my friend chill out daily payouts for their live? Yes. I believe it is daily payouts, Jared. Yes, it is. Builder is nearly as good as daily payout accounts. I kind of agree. It's just the payout cap can be with a end of day rapid. I mean, you can make up to 10,000 on each one of those accounts. So if you happen to catch a good day, if you get those passed and catch a good day, it's gonna be that's a good one. How many live can you have on my funded futures? 1. Yeah. The new pricing model for Lucid, I don't mind it, but what I don't like is when it goes back and forth. You guys notice that? I know someone today that it's kind of funny. Not really funny, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, my Lucid is doing the wheel of death here. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, here you go. So they were, look at this. See how it goes back and forth? They went to buy an account and they clicked it, and I think they didn't want daily loss limit, but they think when they went to click it, it just happened to be on daily loss limit. See how it goes back and forth? for no reason. Like, you don't even click it. And I think they hit they hit to go, and then it was on the anyways, they thought that was the reason. I thought it was kind of funny, because they meant to click on the off, so they went like that, and then they selected the platform. They went like this. See how that? And then they just proceeded. It's like, whoops. Yeah, Jared, yeah, they do. You got moved to live after the first payout, genius? Yeah, I don't know. If you blow the My Funny Futures live account, can you go back to evals? Yes, after 21 days. Yes, thank you, genius. Appreciate that. Yep, 21 days. That means I get a 21-day vacation off of My Funny Futures TV. No. Matter of fact, I'm on cooldown with trade days right now, so I gotta look into that. Look at this rip higher. Do we just short here at the top of this range? I'm not much of a range type trader, but this is what it did all afternoon. Like, why would it go any higher or much higher? I'm gonna try this. All right, we swept the highs there. I'm gonna oh, come on, fill me. Well, whatever, we'll do that. We'll mark it in. A little risky play, I don't know. I'm gonna see what it does. I meant to get in a little bit higher. But looking very bullish just for the market open. I don't understand what's so bullish about this market. Let's take a look at oil here. Yeah, oil's just hanging out there. So for a scalp back down into 60s. Give me a little back and forth action. I don't want this like one-sided, just pump all friggin' night. And then in time I figure out that it's just gonna pump all night, then I've already blown like 3 accounts. I'm about $400, so see if we get a little pullback. Boy, the 5-minute ORB people is so funny, guys. This is hilarious. I don't know, to me it was hilarious. I was telling someone, I said, hey, the 5-minute ORB has been working really well. So as in the 15-minute ORB. I mean, these breaks during the New York and even Globex, the 5 minutes just takes right off, keeps going. Same thing with New York, right? I said, how how long before I start seeing content on X about ORB strategies and 5-minute ORB strategies. Sure enough, today there was plenty that was all over my feed. I was like, it's so predictable with these influencers. So predictable. And you know, none of them trade it. It's like, yeah, the ORB. Yeah, it's been on fire lately, but it'll get real quiet when it stops working for a month or two. Come on, let's get a little push down here. Just shorting the top of this, the high of this range here. Looking for some single print, zero prints down in here to get filled. Kind of got a mental stop in right now. I'm about 400. Like to get this account passed. Nice little harami here. Little break of 68 would be nice. 67. 67. Exclamation point Pine in the chat if you want to join the giveaway. Giving away a 50K take profit trader account. What a nice account to have. So that way you guys can work on getting those daily payouts. Pay yourself every day. There we go. Come on. We got some zero prints at 64, but I'm going to try to get a little more maybe and look for 61. I think if we get down to 64, I don't see a reason why we don't at least go to 61. It's funny, the account that I had almost passed last night was one that I blew, and then I ended up passing 4. So the one on stream that we had, I only needed like $400 more to pass because we made like 700, 800 or whatever it was. I ended up blowing it after stream and then ended up passing 4. I was like, what? I was like, I only needed $400. But this is looking good, but looking bull flaggish. Needed to continue down. I'm not looking for a big reversal here. I just want a little scalp. Here we go. We're gonna probably fill these prints here, 64, and then can we just push down through and take out 61. The spread is awful. I should be trading micros. Much tighter. All right, there's 464 getting filled there, one of them. There we go. This 64 got filled. Can you get a little more? Can we get those 61s filled now? And then we have 57s down here. All right, let's do it on this candle here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. It's trying. There it is. And then it goes down to the 57s and filling those. Then we have 54s down here. Maybe it's going to continue down there. Up 725. Bingo bango. Kelly, yeah. What's the philosophy behind 0.0? So if you look at it, the market as an auction, right? These are all price. This is all been priced in, right? So all these prices have been bid on. I guess this is how I'm gonna explain it in my own terms. I guess the way I look at it. All right. So you have the market. It pushed up, right? Had a nice big bullish candle. And all these prices got bid on. Boom, 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 boom. Everyone was bidding on these prices all the way up through. But then it skipped over a bunch of prices. So see how it skipped over this one, 59, 61. These are all orders that actually got filled. And then the way I look at it is like it'll come back and it will check to see if if anyone wants to place orders in those spots. That's kind of how I look at it. And that's basically it. It's because the market is essentially like an auction. It's like who wants to buy here, who wants to sell here, and it just kind of comes back to those areas. And so this is the histogram. This isn't level 2 or book map or anything like that. This is the actual histogram. It's the old market. It's like market profile theory, things like that. That's what I used to study when I first started trading. And it comes from like seeing single prints. So if you look down through here, you'll see some single prints, meaning it printed once. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the little row of single prints right here. I like to see 0 prints. I like to see a group, not just one, but I like to see a group of like 2 or more, preferably like 3 or more, 5 or more, and then a bunch of orders that were filled above or below it. And so it leaves that little gap. And you know how the market loves to come back and fill these gaps. So I look at it as like a gap, and then it comes back and it tries to fill that gap. I guess if you look at it on a tick chart or something smaller, you'll actually see it on a tick chart without using the histogram. But that's basically it. It's just, I mean, and then I just try to look for a reversal back down into them. And it only happens during the market open. So like during Globex or if we make a new high or a low, session high or low, then we'll leave those prints. But it don't always have to go back to that too. If you get a very, very strong move, and I'm talking like if this move like just rips higher, it can leave those for the day or longer. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, sometimes it'll leave like the ones down here, these single ones that are just sitting here. We might not come back and touch these today. I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah. But if you get a nice little reversal, or if you're long or short and you see those, it can be a nice little target. And you see it came back, it kind of filled those areas, and then it decided it wanted to bounce there off the 50. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Magic Trader in the house. How do you get the prints on your DOM? It's histogram. So you just go to settings here and go show histogram. Click on that. I used to think it was level 2, but it's not. It's free. It's right on there. Now, if you were using level 2 in conjunction with these types of order, these zero prints, that could be a good play. Like for me, I was like, I didn't know if we were gonna get down to that, to my take profit. But if you look, if you're looking at the book map or any level 2, and let's just say you went short and your take profit was at the single prints at around 61, and you saw that there was, say, some orders sitting there, maybe a 10 lot, 20 lot, 30 lot, something like that, sitting right there in those 61s. That's like some extra confluence, and you probably do much better. Probably have a higher win rate. Things like that. Just looking for something like that. I've never done it, but it's occurred to me, and I just never, because every time I've had level 2 up, I would see that. So you would see like on histogram there would be like no orders, and then all of a sudden there'd be like some orders sitting there waiting to be filled in that blank space, and then you kind of know like, oh yeah, we're probably gonna visit that area and at least test it. I noticed that Thursdays the market is just trash. That's 80% of the time. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, nice one there. This is level 4. Only ICT has access. That's right, Coach Fred. What's up? JLD54 in the house. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. If you guys want to join the giveaway, 50K. I want to say take profit trader. Sandy in the house. What's up? This is the one reason why we call it Pine Tree Trader. Let's go, Sandy. All right, look for another trade here. We're currently up $725 on his take profit account. Can I get my 5th one passed? I have to flip these ones. So I'm gonna flip these guys just so I don't forget. I might go under the 3,000, and that's perfectly fine, but I just want to get them flipped. Look at that. Coach Fred loves that. See, I got it in and out, didn't even lose any money on that one. You can see right here. Number of trades, number of contracts, 2. 1 second trade time. Made 50 cents, lost 50 cents with commissions. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see if we can do the next one. This one might lose. We'll see. Oh, that one, I lost on that one. That's all right. We're down a little bit. We flipped it. This one I think I got to make a little bit more money. All right, that one's flipped. And ooh, I made $1 on that one. And then we're on this one. All right. No, we're actually trading this one. This one I'm still at 50%. So all my accounts are flipped for days traded. 50% consistency. And they, you might ask, well, does just getting in and out of that trade okay? Does that count as a days traded? Yes, it does. It does. Support will tell you no. You do what you want to do, but I do that all the time and get them passed just fine. They'll say you got to be in it 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute, all kinds of, depends on which support you talk to. I'm usually in the trade for 1 second, and it's fine. I get past just fine. Until it doesn't. Until it doesn't, and then I'll be like, how come they haven't passed me yet? And then, you know, I'll be trading it like 7 days. I've actually done that, where I just had so many accounts that I was first world problems, where I was just flipping accounts, and I was like flipping the take profit trader accounts. And then I'm like, man, it seems like I've been flipping this account for a long time, and it's like day 7. So then I look at the consistency rule, and I'm like, I needed like $10 or something to truly pass it. And I was like, oh. And then I'll make the $10 and then finally get the account passed. But yeah, that's what she said. Lucid has the best flip rule. Do I copy trade my own Pine script? I don't use Pine script. Well, that's a lie. I use Pine script to do some back testing, but that's not where I got my name. My name is because I'm from the Pine Tree State. That's it. But I do use Pine script to do a little back testing, but with TradingView. So very interesting here. It was kind of just what we called. Obviously, I didn't hold on to it, so it's all hindsight now, but we swept the high of this giant range that we had and then put in a hammer harami to the downside, and we've rolled right back over, and it's probably coming back down to the bottom of this range. Or if we are truly bullish, we could just pop up here where it's right at that, I would say 50%, just by eyeballing it. Could pop right back up, but hotkeys ain't working. I don't know why hotkeys work some days they don't. See? Right at that 50% mark. So do or die here. Let's see if we hold this or pop right back up. How far did we retrace? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Pine, I blew my funded at open today. Bought another with your code. Oh, I appreciate that, M. Ali FX. I don't like that you lost your account, but I appreciate using code Pine. Appreciate that. Just remember, like, it's just part of the game, part of the journey. It's gonna happen. You're gonna lose accounts. Very, very rare. I'd say less than 1% of the 1% of the 1% get to a payout on their very first set of accounts. And people that tell me that, I tend not to believe them. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of the journey, and a lot of these accounts are really small, and we rush them. We rush these evals, right? I mean, to make $725 on a $2,000 drawdown account is insane. Like, this is rushing it. Like Jared was talking about earlier. Really, a $2,000 account, probably this is the max that you want to trade, probably. Not financial advice, but 2 micros. Maybe 1 micro, 2 micros, 1 micro, something like that. I mean, that's really, if you're trading any larger than that, you're probably going to blow some accounts pretty quickly. But as long as your return on investment is good and you're still making money, that's kind of key. But yeah, don't beat yourself up. What types of strategies do I back test? Oh, it's a secret sauce. I have bar close strategies. I've shared it in the Discord before. I shared it once to never be shared again. Let me see if it's still up there. Yeah, I've shared it. So I look at bar close strategies. This is the Pine script I use. The only reason why I don't share the things that I find is because often it changes so frequently that you got to stay on top of it. So I look at certain time periods where the bar closes, and then someone else was making some strats here. But if you go in the Discord and you just type in bar close, you'll see I actually have the script here if you wanted to copy and paste it, the Pine script, and put it in your trading view, and then you can do your own back testing and stuff. Find some pretty cool things. So I'll look for things like this. So yeah, this was one that I was actually just playing around with before we hopped on stream. So this is a YM strat. This is not something I'm going to trade, but I'll just share like what I was looking at. And but yeah, this is the last 72 trades of this candle. And you know, it's decent, but it was just something I just kind of found real quick. But it's a make 1,000, lose 1,000. And there's just, so I have a bunch that I've saved, you know, and I go back to them. But oftentimes what happens is that they degrade and then something else will start happening, and all it is just a simple bar closure. This one happens to be 10:05, 5-minute bar closure. So on YM, and you can see like it's not great. I usually look for things that are over 2 profit factor. Well, that's just an example of things I backtest with Pine script. So there's the Pine editor here. But I threw the script in the Discord, so if you want to check it out. It's fun. It's fun to find that gold and kind of go back and forth and look for those cool little things. All right, currently up 750. What about the bar closure you're interested in? So whatever it closes. So if it closes, this is going to sound so stupid. If it closes red, I go short. If it closes green, I go long. That's it. At certain time periods. That's it. And I found some really good ones. I also have like what I need to do is like set them up to some algo or something, but that's above my pay grade. But someday I'll do that. Hey, Blackout News in the house. Yeah, terrible, man. Oh, what hotkeys did I use for the fib? This is how you set up hotkeys. So you go to your, go up here to the top right, hit application, go to preferences, go down to hotkeys. You want to enable it, go to chart. You can set up hotkeys for whatever you want. You can set them up for the DOM if you want. But you can do I mean, you can set it up on your keyboard for buy and sell, close, whatever you want. But I just go to chart. I only use a 3. But you go down to chart and you scroll down and you got job Fibonacci retracements right here, and I just have it Shift S. So let me just reset this. right? So this is, if you want to draw Fibonacci retracements, you go click this, click here, hit shift, and then whatever you want on your keyboard. It might have been easier if I just did shift F. I'm actually gonna do that, shift F. That makes more sense. And then let go of it, and it should save. So then you just go back to the chart, click on the chart with your mouse. Actually, sorry. Hit shift F, and then click on with your left click on your mouse, and then you can do your fibs. And if you wanted it, like I have shift A for my lines. This is how I measure out the trend lines, or just do a quick measurement. It's just shift A, and that's the line. Draw a line. And then I have shift Z to do all my fancy boxes. So when you draw these boxes, this is what really really pays the bills if you're an influencer. You just draw these boxes, and then people really think you know what you're talking about. And then you just do this, and you go, man, look at this, yeah. And you draw a box down here, and I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. What's up, Spaces? TJP in the house. That's what pays the bills. The $1 million boxes. All right, just waiting for another setup here. I'm kind of being patient, waiting for a combo trade. I'd like to see an inside-outside bar combo. We haven't had one tonight. Now, they haven't been working that well on the 5. This was one of the nastiest 5-minute sessions that I've seen in a while there in New York. I mean, look at this inside bars in the 5-minute. When's the last time you've seen this many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. I mean, just not quite in a row, but man, just nasty. Combo trade right here, boom, did not pay. Boom, combo trade right here, boom, did not pay. I mean, just gross. This one paid finally. But yeah, it just was not good for the combo trades on the 5. The 5's super choppy. I think that the non-farm payroll tomorrow at 8:30 should shake things up, get this market shooken up. We had a 1,100 point range or something yesterday or 2 days ago, so no surprise that it's just kind of taking a little breather inside the monster range. Take a look at the daily chart here. You see this big, huge move, and we're just sitting inside that daily candle. So, not surprised that it didn't get super choppy. Today was one of those days where if you would have bought below prior bar's low and sold above prior bar's high, one of those days where you just kind of played the chop, you probably would have done really well. But yeah, it was just kind of nasty. So memorized by my art on the chart. Uber flag J Money. Let's go. 186 people watching, 101 likes, guys. Before you type, smash the like. Appreciate the appreciate you guys being here. We will do a giveaway. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. I've been so scared to trade my 50K funded. I'm only trading 2 micros. Nothing wrong with that. Blackout news. I mean, really, if you're making progress and you got a steady equity curve, that's the name of the game. It's when you go to 2 micros to like 1 mini to throw everything off, can be the issue. That can be a big issue. But as long as you're staying within that consistent size, and something that helps me out, I don't know if you do this, but if I'm trading a little bit smaller and I'm looking for some consistency, or I'm trading more of a systematic approach or mechanical strats, then you just write down your points. So that way you say, all right, well, I'm trading 2 micros, but like I got 50 points today, or or I'm trading 1 micro and I got 100 points today. Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters, is that you're getting those points, and then the money follows, right? If you just stay with within your system, follow the process, and then the money kind of follows behind it, and then you can scale up from there, kind of get your confidence going, and then you slowly scale up. But just counting points, like, oh, I made 20 points on this trade, write it down. Oh, I lost 30 points on this trade, write it down. Now I'm down negative 10 points. And instead of like taking the money out of the equation in a sense. I wish I didn't have the money on this DOM or anything, but it's pretty hard to get rid of it all in stream, and people don't like that, so. But if I could just have it all in points and just count the points, it definitely helps. It really, really does. And it helps you to be able to scale up. Because if I go, like if I had that one of those back tested strats like that YM and make 1,000, lose 1,000. Well, that's 1 mini, right? That's 1 mini on YM. Well, it's whatever it is, 150 points or whatever it is. I'm not even sure. I think 150 points. 200 points, maybe. I don't even know. Can't do math right now. But then you could just say, well, now that my account is growing, let's just say I went from that 50K account with 2,000 drawdown, and then I catch a few nice winning days in a row to get started. Then now I have $10,000 or something in the account. And I might be able to get away with trading like 15 micros, which would be like a 1.5 contracts, and then go for $1,500 and $1,500 or something like that, and then kind of scale up from there, or size down. Like I was just doing that. Just I was like, oh, I was just looking for a 1-to-1 trade. Most of the stuff that I find that's good is negative R&R, which is perfectly fine. But I was like, man, if I could just find like a 1-to-1 strat for certain things, I don't know. I'm still trying to come up with a game plan for when I get some funded accounts. I want to start doing some copy trading again, with lots of accounts, and then just kind of keep them separate and then try to build them up slowly. Kind of like what you're talking about, just 2 micros, build them up a little slowly, and then see what happens. We got a nice little consolidation here. What's happening here? I'm gonna try to short here. We kind of broke this triple. My stop's gonna go at 62. Real tight stop. This is a kind of a risky play. I'm not quite sold on it. See, the micros are looking way different than the NQ right now. I'll keep stop up there at 63, see if we get a little rollover, but NQ versus the MNQ looking way different. Looking a little bull flaggish, to be honest. So we came right back down to that 50% of the range and popped right back up. Interesting. Stop at 63. I can see that this is not going to go well. Couple micros. Hey, Bear Trader in the house. Yeah, for sure. iTrades. Yeah. I said I was going short. It was in long. Nice. You're actually winning. So, especially now with fast NQ mute. Yeah. Exclamation point Pine in the chat if you want to join the giveaway. Rufio, thanks. Been in a rough patch the last couple months or weeks. Sorry to hear that. Rufio. Yeah, we definitely go through ups and downs as traders, don't we? You can use Stream Deck to execute trades? Yeah, you can, yeah. I don't like to... I mean, I guess if you're hyper scalping like crazy, having a Stream Deck or something like that to get in and out of the trades real quick, but I mean, and then if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably take less than 5 trades a day if I wasn't streaming. And the only reason why I do that is probably just to rotate accounts around. Well, I tried to take the break of this outside cluster. I tried to take the break down. If we pop back up above that 62.75, I'm out. How did I delete the fib? You just click on it with your mouse. You do this, and then you just double click and remove all or remove. John in the house. John. All right, see if we get a little roll over here. Hey, it's Jeffy. What's up? Triple J, that's right. Come on, get that push down. Price action is nasty right now. I don't even want to be in this trade. Top of the hour here in 4 minutes. So it's kind of like the New York lately. You get the Globex open, you get some nice volatility, get some nice moves for the first 30 minutes. Maybe within an hour, and then it starts to kind of slow down a bit. New York's been the same, but except you get a little extension. I'd say the first hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it's just like gets super choppy. The volume goes away. Kind of that summertime action. Right now, it's definitely slower markets. Had the nice little moves, played the volatility pretty well. Up nicely on this account, and then slowly try to buy breakouts and breakdowns, and then it just kind of chops you. So it's almost like you got to flip the switch in your mind and say, No more breakouts, no more breakdowns. Just try to reverse it all. So if we get a little push down below these prior bar lows, it's like, let's reverse the buy and try to buy it up, because it starts to get to that choppy action where it goes back and forth. It's just been a pattern that's been happening over and over and over again for the last for the summer. And stopped out. So still at 582 is what it is. We'll just wait. Little both flaggish looking. About 50% retracement, came back and is taking back off towards those highs. And then we keep going and go up through those highs. I just don't have any particular spots on the chart that I see as targets. It's not really, doesn't really have many gaps. There's a little one up there at 733s, but it's nothing major. Oh, YM just so frustrating. So we do have a gap down here on YM. So frustrating because I shorted YM and I just had this idea that we'd push down into this open gap, and we haven't done it yet. Man, do I think we're gonna get down there. So this is the Sunday night open gap. It's just wide open on YM. This is gonna be something I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. I said it this morning on My Funded Futures TV. If I had a swing trade account, I would have just shorted with a few micros, stop above, and then just tried to get the round, see if we could push down and fill that gap. Sure enough, it's been paying off. It's just these YM open gaps, they like to get filled eventually, and it's just not making it easy because it was just so parabolic. It went to the moon and never stopped. Now we're getting that nice pullback on YM. It's like, is non-farm payroll going to be the catalyst to bring YM down into here? Man, I wish I had a funded daily payout account, because this would be what I'd be watching tomorrow. I wouldn't even be watching NASDAQ. I'd be watching YM and looking to see if we can push down into here. About 1,000 points away right now. But for YM, it can move. Currently at 54,000 right now. But yeah, if any YM traders, if you guys forgot about it, there is that open gap from Sunday on the 5-minute chart right there. And it's pretty significant. It's 130 points, 140 points, something like that. $140 points, I guess, without measuring it. It's the wrong gold contract. Mind checking if you have cumulative volume delta on Trade using My Funded Futures. I'm sure if it's on Cumulative volume delta. Cumulative delta. We got this. Cumulative. I can't even say that word, so I don't want to use it, but cumulative. Cumulative. Yeah, that's on TPT. Oh, you don't know if it's on My Funded Futures? Like, you think it's different? Yeah, I pull it up. Put me to work here. Where's my tip? Just kidding. Let's see. I'm sure there's something in the community indicators. There's all kinds of stuff in the community indicators that you could use. Here's a Tiki one. I use Tiki a lot. Tiki stuff. Let's throw this on here. There's a histogram. What one are you looking at? There's a histogram here. Yep, there are some, but the main source, I don't know why. What happens on My Funded Futures? I was checking to see if it was related to my account only. Oh, okay. You got this one. And then you got the histogram. Yeah, the nice thing, so yeah, you're kind of right. The nice thing with Take Profit Trader, it has all the extras and features. They even have the TPO charts. Badass, huh? Let me get rid of this. So you have TPO charts. This is the first thing I learned how to trade. I was on TPO charts. It's pretty sweet. So it's nice. You know, you can highlight the initial balances. You got the value areas. You got the point of controls. You have the volume point of controls. All kinds of different stuff. You can do different percentages. So you have the value areas here, volume profile, and yeah, take profit trader. This is all free. It's part of their plan. So what is the value area? Well, it's all depends on what you have it set at, but the value area would be, in my case, I usually had it set on 70%. So 70% of today's trading volume, basically. So that's the area that most of the trades got taken, was in that 70% range. So it's like 70, they call it the value area. So a couple different ways to trade them would be, all right, so like say right here, this is the value area, right here. 611 to say 490s right here. Try to scroll up here. I used to have that, I get all set up with all these cool colors and I had it all figured out, but let's just say this dark blue area is the value area. So 70% of today's volume was traded within that area. And then oftentimes what happens is that they call these sell tails, buy tails up and through here. And what happens is, like, let's just say you look for a mean reversion. So you break down below the value area and you see how it gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner on the volume profile. And then you look for a reversal back up into this area, because oftentimes it's going to go back to the volume point of control, which is up and through here. It's this dark blue line. That's where the most volume took place today, which was at 29,520. And the point of control, which is where the point of control is where it printed the most. So it actually went, let's just say it printed the most of these letters back and forth at this area, which would have been it's hard to see, but it's green. Let's see if I can change the color. They call it the point of control. Let me just do see if yellow shows up. Yeah, this is like yellow. It's yellow. So what happens is oftentimes it'll just go back to the volume, this point of control. That is the most accepted price during the auction. That's the whole theory behind it. It's like, this is the most accepted price. So the market dips down. It's not getting enough buyers or volume down in here. So where's it going to go? It's going to go back where it's going to trade the most. So it goes back up into this area here and trades up into this area. And it's if you learn it and you can trade off it, it's very, very, very valuable information. Do I think you need to know all this stuff? No, I don't. But it can be good information where it's so, like, let's just say it tried to pump up here. The volume got thinner and thinner and thinner. And it was like, no, not enough volume up here. Let's pull back down into this area. And and see if we can get more transactions basically down in here, because the market just wants some more transactions, and this is the area where it loves the most. It's kind of the same as the VWAP, the volume weighted point of control. I mean, sorry, the volume weighted average price. It's kind of the same idea in a way, where the action just likes to go back to those areas. You can see, you call this kind of a D shape. You see right here, this is a little bit of a P shape where we did the B. So you got the B here, but then you have this value area, which is here, 70%. And you can see it popped up above, came right back down into the volume area here, because you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and so on. And you can set it so that way, see, this is all messed up, but this is not my settings. So, but you can set it so like A and B is the first hour. So the point of control, the initial balance, and then so on. The times are all messed up. This is all messed up, but I'm just giving you an idea. Well, I'm sure the market's doing nothing right now. But yeah. And then when I say single prints, this is what they mean. Single printed. These are single prints. All this G's up here, all single prints. And what did the market do? So this is a day. So this is a day, this is a day, this is a day. So if you're looking at a much higher time frame, oftentimes these point of controls, volume point of controls, or the regular point of control, they don't actually, these get filled too. So it's the same auction type gaps. What happens is the market will push back up, check this area, because this was the previous day's point of control. It'll check this area. So if you look for a long, you could say, well, we're headed up to the previous day's point of control, which is 29,800, and it'll come up and it'll test this area. Same thing with these single prints down here. So you see all these single prints where the market just ripped up higher and it left this kind of a gap. Well, what did it do? A few days later, it kept pushing up, right? Nice, huge, big move here on NASDAQ. But eventually, it's going to come back and retest this area, these single prints right here. And that's what it did. It came back, tested these single prints. You can see it right here, G period, and then it popped right back up to this area. This was kind of the accepted area, which was just below that prior bar's daily low. But yeah, very interesting stuff. And then you can see down here we have this this point of control down here. Like I would be willing to bet that we come back down here at some point and test this area as well. So the market just kind of moves in an auction type theory, and it's just looking for the most volume and the most accepted price before it moves on, and it just kind of does that over and over again. You can see right here where we consolidated. You can see that we had these point of controls here. We had a point of control here. We opened up right within that range, and there's all kinds of different stuff as far as like if we open up within the previous day's value area, and there's just a whole bunch of information. Like, you'll go down a rabbit hole. I'm telling you, you'll go down a rabbit hole of information. This is why I was just like, I'm gonna trade inside buys, because I was like, this is just too much. I don't need any of this shit. But it is, if you work on higher time frames, this can be very valuable. And actually, this is broken down into 30-minute time frames. So A, B, C, D is all 30-minute time frames. So if you split it, watch when I split this. See when I split it? Now, this is a 30-minute time frame. So 30 minutes each. And that's it. 30-minute time frames, and it kind of looks all jumbled up, right? And you're like, wow, man, this looks kind of confusion. How do I trade that? But if you put it together and you go boom, and then you can see like, oh yeah, this is where we're trading the most, is within this blue 70% area for the day. So every time we dip down below, you're like, maybe if we get a little reversal candle, maybe you're looking at a 5-minute chart and it's in a harami, you say, oh, we might go up and push up into this area, the 70% area. Pretty cool stuff. Double bottoms, they call them pour highs, pour lows. When you have two together, you see this pour high and pour low. So those are like considered like equal highs, equal lows, whatever. So when they get two together, that can be a point of target eventually. Yeah, this stuff has been around a while. It's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm sure everyone just left. Come on back. We will do a giveaway here soon. Oh, what did the market do? Nothing. So we're just having fun. I gotta get rid of this off my chart. What is this cumulative delta? I gotta get rid of this. Goodbye. But yeah, it's kind of interesting stuff. I don't know if anyone. Yeah, I mean, that's the very first stuff. Moon Rabbit. That's the very first stuff I learned. My brother and I sat there and we studied that almost pre pre-current YouTube. Very, very difficult to find any information on that, but every little bits and pieces that we could find, Jim Dalton, all that good stuff, was learning the TPO charts. The very first time I saw D from Top Step, the girl from Top Step, Deanna, she was talking about TPO charts, and that was the very first time I saw her. And she had a little video seminar, and it was like $1.99. And I bought it for $1.99, and it was like 2 hours worth of 3 hours worth of videos talking about TPO charts. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll go back to it when I'm old and don't want to scalp no more, because like to trade this stuff and to scalp it, it's difficult. I used to have the TPO chart and then try to trade off the 5-minute, and then yeah, to me, I tried to simplify it. Just go simple. Look for scalps. 10 points, 20 points, be done. But yeah. But yeah, Linda NQ, very interesting. Oh, thanks. I mean, it is kind of cool stuff. Can I repeat that? Yeah. I have a headache now. Sorry. Is gold moving? Take a look at gold. Gold's moving a little bit, yeah. What do I think about option levels? Oh, I don't even. I don't know anything about that stuff. Market Stalker D. Yeah. That's what it is. Yep. But yeah, RW. You still watch Deanna? She's a really good trader. Yeah, ask her. Yeah, I mean, that's literally one of the people that I started to learn TPO charts. And then but this is Jim Dalton's whole thing. The old man Jim Dalton, who's probably never made a trade in his life, but has all kinds of stuff on TPO charts. So Jim Dalton, this is all TPO stuff. He's still talking about this stuff. I don't think he's ever made a trade in his life, but he knows a lot about this. He's an expert on TPO charts. He's so old that you can't even see his charts. It's so blurry. Nothing against old people, but he's still trading on Windows 98. The TPS reports, yeah, I wouldn't pay for any. I wouldn't personally, like if they charge for that, any of that stuff, I wouldn't. But yeah, he's got some YouTube stuff you can watch. Jay Love's been working with AI to tune in my strategy. I like it. That's where it's going, Jay Love's. AI. It can help you oh, market just broke out there. I didn't even see that. Yeah, market a little pop there. Yeah, AI. I mean, just to program your own stuff. Like you can program your own backtesting Pine scripts and things. And it's getting better and better and better. And the cool thing is that you can go and let's just say you write a script to backtest and plug it into Pine script for TradingView. You can program an algo with the AI, and if it has mistakes, then you can just screenshot it and then put it back in and put it in Claude or Gemini or whatever it is, and it'll fix it. It's kind of neat. But yeah, that's definitely where it's headed. YM is very clean today. I know. I was very disappointed that I didn't trade more YM. But yeah, there it goes. Market popped up there. That's what I do. Nice. Yeah, random 40-point spike out of nowhere. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, they're gone. Exclamation point pine in the chat. We're at the IB hourly high. Yeah, so that's where I learned the initial balance trades were from studying TPO charts. It's exactly what the very first things I learned. And the very first trades that I would take was I would look for the initial balance. So let's just pretend here. Let's just split this profile. And it works the same way now. And today, people just use the candlesticks usually. What am I doing here? All right, split. All right, let's just say, let's pretend that A and B is the initial balance, right? So let's just pretend this is initial balance. This is the very first trade that I would look for, is that we would, let's just say we broke below the initial balance. So we broke below the initial balance. Once we broke below it and we came back in. So let's say A and B here. So this is the initial balance low. So we broke the low here. My hotkeys are not working on this, but let's just say we broke the low. And then we came back in and traded with inside it. So what I would do is once we broke the initial balance high or low, and we came back inside it, then I would just look to trade the reversal. So if it came back in, I would go long because we broke the initial balance low. So if we broke below, we came back in it, I would go long, trying to target the point of control or value area. That was the very first trades that I ever tried to do. And it probably works pretty well. I just, like most things, I just abandoned it. But yeah, so we traded G, F, and then once we broke back inside B period, which is the initial balance, I would just trade it back up into the point of control. And that I would just do that. And if we broke above, I would do the same thing. If we broke above the initial balance and came back in, I would trade it back down into the value area. So yeah, that's one of the first things that I learned. Geeking out on the footprint. No, TPO charts. Yeah, footprints. I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know a thing about the footprints or point and figure. Guys, I mean, you just go to the point and figure. It's so easy. I don't even know what this is. Now, bar charts, I could trade probably bar charts. It's funny. I call them inside and outside bars, but really they're candles. And for the theme of the show, I should really call it. I should really switch to bars, but. But yeah, you don't need much. You don't need much. We are breaking out here. Oh man, nice little combo trade. I didn't even See, I'm in la la zone. I'm ready. It's Friday. It feels like. Let's get ready to do a giveaway pretty soon. Exclamation point pine in the chat. I'm ready for it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a drink. We're up about 500 bucks. Nice little start to this account. Got 4 of them passed. Like I said, the goal is to get 5 take profit traders over the buffer this month, and then start milking some more daily payouts. That's gonna be the goal. Pulling back off that high. Oof, what a rug pull here. We're getting a little action here. But take profit traders still are the ones I got pass. I try IB50 and target high or low, but it always goes my opposite direction. Yeah, I don't know how to trade any of that stuff, but there's definitely it all goes back to market profile. I know initial balances and people talking about that recently, but yeah, it just kind of goes back to, matter of fact, here's the initial balance tonight, right? No. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at 30-minute candles, sorry. Well, here's the initial balance for today. So actually that trade would have worked really well. In hindsight, is exactly the trade I talked about. Is you have the initial balance, it broke up above, it came back down in, closed within the initial balance after it swept the high, and then you just short down into the middle of the range, or the value area, or the VWAP, or the point of control, wherever you want, 50%. A very, very useful trade. Matter of fact, it's something that you could probably go back and back test and just look at the 30-minute candles and do it that way. It's one of the very first trades that I learned how to do that was more of a systematic mechanical approach, and it still works today. It's one of those trades that I feel like is consistent, and it's going to be consistent for a long time. But there's definitely different ways to trade the initial balance. And the initial balance is the first hour of the day. I know there's a lot of people call initial balance. Like, to me, it's not an initial balance in the first 30 minutes. That's not, the initial balance is the first hour. But a lot of people will say, well, that's the initial balance, and then they, whatever. But it's all, I mean, they'll front run the initial balance or whatever they want to do, which it doesn't really matter. As long as you're making money, it's all good. But yeah, the initial, when we say initial balance is for newer traders, we're talking about the first hour of the trading session. So whether it's the Globex or maybe the in New York, it's the first hour of the day, and then you mark that out, and that's called the initial balance. So in this case, it would have been right here. That's the high. And that's the low. The initial balance right there. High and low. So interesting there. What are we doing, NASDAQ? We pulling that back in? That was a little head pump fake. Coming back down in. Hunting pips. I don't have any accounts right now. Just laying in bed and staring at the ceiling fan, counting how many times it rotates per minute. Well, you don't have any accounts hunting pips, but you can always just go into the charts, maybe a demo account if you got it. Do a little back testing, kind of watching, like, so what I like to do oftentimes on the weekends, and it just helps me come you know, the following days, just going back. Like if I had a rough trading day, I just go back and see what can I have done better, like what's working, what's not working, what am I doing wrong with my strategy, am I rotating accounts correctly, am I oversizing, or am I just not taking my setups, that kind of stuff, and then just try kind of getting your confidence back, so that way when you come back, when you get an account and you come back and you say, yeah, you know what, this is what I'm going to try to change about my trading, because this is, like, guys, all day today, I might not even traded this afternoon, but after lunch, I came back and I was just studying charts and like back testing things, and like I just love doing that stuff. So I'll just do that if I don't have anything to trade. Just doing a little back testing. I'm always in, my nose is always in the charts. It's crazy. It is good to take breaks though. I will say that. It's good to take a little break. This is interesting here. We got a combo trade on the 5. Might try to take it. I'm short. Little early to be short here, but I'm gonna risk it. Equal low down there. Two-minute combo trade. Broke to the upside, but short here too. A little early. I don't know. I feel like we should wait for it to break this low here at 69, but we'll risk it for the biscuit. Seemed like a nasty little yank. I think I might only trade this on one account. I don't know if I want to be in both. It's a little risky to do it on both accounts. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on this one account here. I don't like to copy trade when I'm going in larger contracts. Trying to get these passed essentially in 2 days. A little combo here to pop up here. I should have waited here for the break. Thought it did, but it's an equal low on that 5. And it's grinding back up. Is that an equal high up there too? 97. No. Pretty close, but so we got an equal low and an equal high on the 5. Relatively equal high. So with my combo, I'm waiting for the break. Yeah, I know I should be long off this 2-minute, but I was looking for this 5. I thought it broke. I thought this candle broke, but it didn't. So now I'm kind of caught. Could just close out here, but Well, let's get that rug pull. Get this account pass would be nice. Probably just gonna come right back to the bottom of this range, but let's see, 62 down there. Yeah, it's coming right back down to the bottom of this range, pop right back up. I love it. Just chop, chop, chop. We'll either stop at break even there. $29,580s, 579s. What you gonna do? Barcoding here on the 5, big time. This is just nasty. I can't wait for non-farm payroll tomorrow. I can't wait. All right, break 570 here. Give me a little move down. There we go. I'm gonna add to this. Come on. Keep going. Down there. I don't know why I'm adding on with no momentum. Let's get a little fall here. I'd like to take a few off at 63, 62. Come on. All right, take 2 off there. See if we can catch a runner. If we can catch a runner, we'll get this count pass. So basically 400. Right here would get this count pass. Let's hold it for a minute. I mean, consolidated here for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then broke down below. Let's see if we can get a little more of a move. We filled the gap. That was a beautiful trade, but looking for on the 5. We do have room to the downside, I think, but this could easily pop right back up into a harami and then take out the highs as well. But up unrealized 1,074 right now, so I got some room to play. I have $3,065 to draw down, basically to get 400 bucks. If we tag that 550s, then this will be my 5th take profit. That's pass, so that'll be good. But I could just call it here because I'm not like totally convinced on this trade, and then just wait for another setup. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because my trade is already done. So we're just gonna exit there. Up 1,072 on that account. We'll take that, and then I'll just wait for the next setup, because that's not my. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to get better at doing this. Instead of just holding out and saying, well, I only need another $200, like, my trade idea is already done. The trade idea is completed. So I just need to close out the trade, take what I got, and then wait for something else to come to me to say, well, this will be the next trade that I'm going to try to get my $400 on, or maybe I only get $200 on the next trade, but and so on. So I'm trying to get better at that. What happens is oftentimes, see, I'm kind of glad I covered, but oftentimes what happens is, like, if I didn't hold it and then it goes down and then would hit, hits 550, and I go, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but it's already in hindsight. So I'll just look for my 450 bucks, 2 minis, 10 points, five minis, 5 minis, 4 points and some ticks. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's just something that I've been trying to work on. All right, guys, let's do a giveaway. I'm thirsty. It is Thirsty Thursday up in my house, so let's see. Let's refresh here real quick. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. You guys know the deal. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. 50 must be eligible to trade with Take Profit Trader too. Don't come at me and say, oh yeah, like, I can't trade with Take Profit Trader. This is for Take Profit Trader only. 50K eval. Let's do it. I'm giving you guys 1 minute. 1 minute. And I'm closing entries. 30 seconds. Don't crash your car. 1 minute and I'm closing it. Get it in, get it in. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. Eight, 9, 10, close. Let's go. Let's do the race. And then we're gonna do a members only race. And then I'm gonna go have dinner. I have a hot date. I have a hot date way out of my league. Nothing wrong with that, right? All right, 197 people in the race. Here we go. Winner takes all. Shuffling the characters. And good luck, everyone. We got Wild Deuces on the inside lane. Stargazer. Who's it gonna be? It's A. Smith. Out to an early lead. We got the Fibonacci father. Oh, I see Kelly Kaufman up into the lead there for a minute. Rage GT. We're also going to do a members only race after this. Thank you, members. Who are we gonna do for members only? 10 seconds. Joyce Fernandez. Let's go. A regular. Congratulations, Joyce. Let's go. I like that. Congratulations. The African came in last place. But Joyce Fernandez, congratulations. Let's go. You're here. Awesome. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Joyce, are you in the Discord by chance? You don't have to be. If anyone wants to join the Discord. Thank you, Barbie. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, My Funny Futures TV tomorrow morning. Good night. If anyone wants to join the Discord, it's right there in the chat. Not even reaching last place. Sherry's still racing. Joyce, are you in the Discord by chance? If not, we can do it through email too. I don't even see myself. Yeah, there's 300 people. I mean, 200 people. All right, let me get the... Thank you, Izzy Lizzy. Appreciate you. I've only seen my name once. Yeah. Oh, Joyce, you are in the Discord. Nice. All right, cool. I'll message you, Joyce. All right, we're gonna do the members only race here in just a second. Let me just I just sent you a DM, Joyce. Okay. Let's see. Members only race coming up. Yeah, I just sent you a direct message, Joyce, so you should see it here soon. But let me do this other race here. All right, let's do a members only race real quick. Nice trading tonight. I'm very happy. Up 1,072. Who does it better? Right here, live. $1,000 make you holla. I know you guys were all fading me. If you guys were fading me, please use code PINE. Pick up new accounts. Thank you. Let's see. All right, here we go. Sorry. Members, and then boom, boom, boom. Start giveaway. Members only. Exclamation point PINE in the chat. Joyce, I just sent you a DM. I just need your Take Profit Trader email. All right, what race are we gonna do here? think I've done pretty much every single race. I don't think I've done this race. All right, we got all the members in. Only 16 of you. This is going to be a 1 in 16th chance. That's pretty good. 17. All right, we got 17th. All right, I'll give you guys just a minute. All right, we got everyone? All right. One in 17th chance. Nice. Plus myself. I'm racing against myself. I am my own member. And if I win, I'm keeping the account myself. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. We have the farm race going on. At least you can see your names. So I can be at Apple, so I can be at peak performance. All right, what am I? What am I, a dog? I think I'm the dog. 20 seconds left. TJP is just with the big fat cow out to the lead and just chilling. Oh, look at Miss K coming up out of nowhere. Can they take the lead, Miss K? Let's go, Miss K. Let's go. Ah, well deserved. Miss K, always in the chat, pumping up the crowd. Congratulations, Miss K. Well deserved. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Miss K, I'll message you on Discord. And Joyce, I just need your Take Profit Trader email. I sent you a DM on the Discord, and it will take a little bit. I have to take your emails. I have to send them over to Take Profit Trader. From there, they take the 50K credit out of my account, and then they put it in your account. So it's not like the codes that we get through some of the other companies. So the process takes a little bit of time. Hopefully you'll get them tomorrow. If not, then it might be Monday or something. You know how the weekend works, but you should receive an email or something saying that you got the account transferred. So, and I'll also get an email saying that it was transferred from my account to yours. So thanks everyone. What an amazing week. Appreciate everyone stopping in. We did tons of giveaways. You guys are completely awesome. We made some money. Thank you for using code PINE, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Tradeify, Bulenox, Apex. You guys know the deal. Trade Day, PINE with a capital P. So if you're trading with Trade Day, PINE with a capital P. And good luck the rest of the night. And I will see you guys later. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Stay tuned for the outro.
Pine Tree Trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking
Later.
freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, tell the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. patience is the virtue. Waiting for the breaks, I don't chase the wick. I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the pine tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move. Take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list. Apex Trader 5, the profits exist. Hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine tree trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. It's sidebar, hold out, sidebar, go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Trader 5. Keep it lucid, we out.